My name is Jay.
My name is Rich.
And this is a comic strip AP of Coriolis featuring the adventures of Samir Kanaan. When we last saw Kanaan, he had left his quarters on Taba's ship. A woman in chemise and a hooded kaftan had everyone in the ship in restraints along the floor except for the pilot, and she had asked Kanaan to also put restraints on himself. That's where we left him. We're going to do something a little bit different right now. We're going to do a flashback. It's the jungle.
Oh, man.
The air is heavy. It's thick. Everything is a vibrant green, and everything is wet. You're on the march with Taba on your left side, two other mercenaries on your right. You guys are going to see the Colonel. It's early dawn. It's a kind of a valley that you're in. There's a large mesa to the north that you're headed toward. Your camp is just a little bit south on a little cut-through trail. The Colonel has called everyone together this morning to kind of brief everyone on what their roles are over the next coming days.
The Colonel, this is the Colonel that has all the caches that in current time Taba wants to go.
Yes, because the Colonel has died, right?
Same Colonel?
Yes. It is the same Colonel, yes. So this is a flashback in time. Maybe this is the last mission you were on. Maybe this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay.
So you both lead teams. You have the gold team. Taba leads the blue team. There's a black team, but that's directly under the Colonel. He's got you three and some other support folks in his tent at the base of this jungle mesa. And he says, it's going to be a lot of work over the next 12 hours. I want to be loaded and back in orbit before 12 hours has gone by. So everyone's backs to the grind is what we're doing. The blue and gold team, you guys will secure the area and the path. Any rebels, civilians, I don't care, little bunnies coming down the trail, if they see anything, I need them dead. I want them dead. The black team and the support folks, they will load the cargo onto the orbital transports. We'll get them up back to our ship. Once that's all done, we're clearing out. But I don't need any eyes to see what we're doing here today. They need to be dead. Is that clear, gentlemen?
Samir doesn't look very comfortable with the idea of wanton wholesale slaughter on anyone who has eyes.
What's good to know is that most of the civilian population are far and away from this site. But there are rebels, and they do have civilians with them that have been taking pot shots at you guys since you've landed 2 days ago.
Guys who take pot shots at us, that's a different story.
As you and everyone is dismissed from the Colonel's tent, Taba sides up to you. He's got his sniper rifle, and he says, you want me to take the high ground? I can watch the whole valley. You want to feel the low ground? How do you want to do this? You know I'm a better shot than you long range.
Well, you also have a sniper rifle, so that goes in your favor, Taba. Yeah, I'll take the path. You stay up high.
Good. I like it. Stay in radio contact. Remember, anything moving, if you don't get it, I'll get it for you, because I can see it.
Okay.
Hey, how about most kills? They buy drinks? What do you think?
Most kills. Buy the drinks. Okay.
He slaps you on your back. Excellent. He rounds his team up, and they go north, and they start making their way up the mesa. You have about 8 to 10 members in your team. Most of them are young guys, certainly younger than you are. They're all equipped about the same like you are. But, they signed on for fame and glory. And I think you have command, don't you?
I do.
Excellent. That's going to come in handy. And you guys head down the trail. You don't get too far down the trail, maybe 30, 40 feet from the Colonel's tent. And you can see and you can hear folks coming forward. You can hear some of the chopping of machetes trying to clear a path through. You can actually hear an engine of some type of small vehicle also revving, high RPMs, low RPMs, and then high RPMs like it's trying to make its way through. You haven't seen it yet, but you can tell they're not you guys, but you can hear something coming toward the north up that trail.
Shit. Okay. A wave and to stop the rest of my unit. And then I'm going to scout up ahead, take a look. I'm going to glance up as well and see above me. Does Taba have eyes on me right now?
No, he doesn't. His team is still moving to get in position on the mesa.
Okay.
So he's not in. Yeah, he's not in position yet. You wanna holler at him or something?
No. If these guys are just chopping away through, I want to see. Are they heading into us? We're gonna run into them. Can we go around?
All right. You Recon. You want to sneak up there, or you just running up? Don't care if you're seen.
No, I want to sneak up there.
All right.
Sure.
We're gonna make an infiltration check. It will be opposed.
Okay. I don't have infiltration, so that runs off agility.
Yes, it does. I have 2 dice in infiltration.
Okay. I got limited success. Can I push the roll?
I have no successes. Yes, you can. If you invoke your icon, you can do a reroll. When you invoke the icons for reroll, I will get a darkness point. Darkness points, if you're familiar with Apocalypse World, are like hard moves for the GM. So I can spend those to do bad things, depending on how much I spend for different things. So the games thus far, I've been doing that in the background. I get 1 every session. Mm-hmm. I used 1 to bring Taba in and make him a complication.
Okay.
But in this case, if you already have you have a limited success. So if you want to re-roll the failures, you can invoke an icon and re-roll the ones that failed on you.
I'm going to do it. That's 4 dice. So let me re-roll.
Oh my goodness.
No good.
All right.
In fact, I think that's exactly what I rolled before. Yeah, almost. Worse.
So you get some distance down away from your team using the foliage and the cover of the jungle. You can see there's probably a good 15 men down the path and what looks like a Jeep with turrets on it, 2 turrets on the top. They're trying to cut a path because the path that's there is you could get maybe a guy and a half widthwise down it. So they're trying to make it wider so they can bring the Jeep down.
Okay.
Some of them stop and they kind of get everyone else behind them to kind of silence a little bit as much as they can because they think they've heard something, but no one spotted you. But they're kind of alert.
I'm going to keep eyes on, and I did not move so far ahead of my guys I couldn't give them a signal. So I'm going to wave my guys up, start fan out. We know where they are, and we need to get them before they move on to that truck, because those 2 turrets, that does not look good.
Now, those are probably medium machine gun-like turrets on there. So they're not heavy, but they can certainly mow down people with those.
Okay.
If they can get it closer and in position. But again, there's a lot of jungle right now, and they're trying to clear that out so they can get it closer. It is no doubt they mean to do the company harm. That's what these guys intend to do.
Good. I thought maybe it could be some loggers or something, but that's good. Okay. What I want to do is see if I can get my men to come up, and hopefully I can stay quiet enough. If Taba is in to give us some support, that would be good. I'm keeping my eyes on those turrets to make sure.
Gotcha. Let's make a command check to get your guys in position.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Is that real?
It's real, because it's 3d6.
Wow. All right, so you can still invoke an icon, and we'll get better at which icons. I think there's 36 of them, and you invoke specific ones, so we're being general right now. But there's an icon that applies to this. If you decide, you can invoke that one and do a reroll.
I gotta be honest, I don't want to give you another darkness point. So
I only have 2.
I'm just gonna eat it.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
You only have 2?
I only have 2.
You get 1 every session, man. These are really short sessions. You can't stockpile them, can you?
I don't stockpile them. I don't stockpile the 1 every session.
Here we go. I'm doing it. Okay, I got a success out of that. Yay.
All right, so they do. They use the cover. They move forward. They get themselves into position. Taba has his guys hustle. They will be in position shortly. He can't provide any support right now as his guys are making the hike up that mesa. But shortly, they will be in position.
Okay.
You wait for these rebels and folks to move forward, because that's what they're doing. They're hacking their way through the jungle, and it's a little slow, but who knows how far they're going to go before they turn the machine guns on.
I'm going to have eyes on the machine guns and wait for as long as possible. The closer we can time it for Taba to be there and give me some
support.
That's the best, so that's my plan.
Perfect. And so that's how that goes down. Taba does have enough time to get into position. They clear and move closer to your base camp when they stabilize the Jeep on both sides, and then they start loading ammo into the turrets, into the 2 twin guns. You can stop me when you guys want to act, but they'll load the ammo in.
If they're going to start loading...
Yeah, they're doing that now. The truck's stabilized.
That's when I'm going to fire.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to make this a nice, easy battle roll. You're going to do that with command.
Okay.
And you'll pick up an extra die because you have Taba as support.
Oh man, Taba is perfect. Okay, I got 2 successes. One with command and one from Taba.
Nice.
That's why I'm working with him now. He was good back then.
He was. He was a little violent, but he was good. He liked that life. He liked being in the Legion and competing. So, gunfire erupts. Taba is picking his targets. Your men open fire on the rebels coming up that pathway. They return fire. Maybe a couple of your guys take some hits, but you put down that Jeep and take out a lot of the rebels that are along that path. You stop that assault before it takes root. I'd say they've got 4 or 5 wounded down. The rest run off back down the trail, leaving the Jeep behind. What do you do?
These guys were after us, and, it's the life of a Legionnaire. We got to double tap these guys, then we'll do that.
All right.
They're combatants, so it's part of it.
No, that sounds good, except for the part where you recognize some of the rebels that have fallen, that are wounded, from the village you guys passed coming up. Some of them were vendors your company has bought food or supplies from in the several villages that you passed coming up. So you recognize some of the guys. Maybe you're not best of friends, but you recognize some of the faces. Taba, from the Mesa point, he has no issue putting down every single one of them. So if you don't, he will. And all you have is the radio to communicate with him. So whatever you don't finish, he does.
So there's no way to save these guys, right?
Well, it seems that way. You could appeal to Taba.
So these guys were combatants that we're talking about right now. We haven't rolled into a village of some kind, right? I just recognize them.
You recognize some of them, yes, from the village.
Taba, some of these guys are from the village a few clicks back.
You okay?
They don't look like soldiers.
Those look like guns.
Yeah, but they went down easy. Half of them ran away. Those guys saw. We need to go after the ones who ran.
Are you gonna go get those guys?
No. Let's hobble these guys and we gotta move on. We gotta get the ones who are running.
We can't let these guys live.
We don't need to kill them. There's no reason.
Oh, and you can hear him loading up his sniper rifle. Look, man, we don't have time for this. We're running short on time. You either go run down those other guys, or I will, and you cap these guys, or I will. I can't do both jobs. That's why there's 2 teams. Come on, Samir, I don't need this right now.
No, you're right. You're up there. Go. You've got eyes on the others, the ones that are running. I'll take care of these guys.
All right, and I'll meet you back at the camp. Damn it, man. And he cuts radio silence, and he gets his team, and they're going to go chase after the guys that booked out of there. What do you do with these guys? The ones that are wounded, that aren't dead.
How many of them?
I'd say there are 2 wounded. There are 3 dead.
2 wounded.
Mm-hmm. You recognize one of the wounded, you recognize 2 of the dead.
You're going up to the one wounded. Mm-hmm. The hell are you doing here?
He says, what you're doing is wrong. What you're taking is wrong. Those artifacts don't belong to you.
What artifacts?
The ones you're taking from the Mesa. They've been there long before we got here. Who are you to come and take those things?
You're trying to kill us over some things? It's not even food?
They don't belong to you. That's the point. You're not even from here.
Listen, you guys are going to die. You need to tell your guys to stop doing this, or we're going to slaughter everyone here.
You're already halfway there. You might as well just finish the job. We can't let you just come into our homes and our work lives and our villages and take things. Those things don't belong to you.
Samir's obviously upset about this. Right. He can't really refute what this guy's saying, but he also is raised Legionnaire, and he can't save this guy.
Maybe. Taba, the only one who had eyes on you, is chasing the group that ran off. And then you have your men under you. So there's some risks, but ultimately the decision is yours.
I squat down looking at this guy. I say, listen, if I let you go, you've got to stay gone. If you're willing to die for these artifacts, then you're going to die. You can go back to your life, you can sell us shit, whatever. But no more guns. You can't stop this.
We'll go today. We'll go today.
The Colonel will kill women, children, everyone. Okay? This is not a joke.
And here we'll fade to black, because I don't want to know what the final decision is yet. We'll hold that. We'll belay that. We're back. Samir is coming around in the ship. His arms are, he's got those restraints on. You look around the ship. You can see Taba is bloodied. He's unconscious. One of the other crew members is dead. The pilot is kind of a nervous wreck. And the woman, with her hooded cloak on and her camis underneath, she's cleaning off this stun rod she just got finished beating Taba with. And then she says, do I have to say it again, Samir? Are you going to tell me what my father was doing down on Kua in the jungles with you?
Soundscape music was found on tabletopaudio.com. If you want awesome music for your game sessions, try tabletopaudio.com.
Hi, this is Jason from The Gauntlet. If you enjoyed this episode of Comic Strip AP, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We have many other Comic Strip AP shows available, each organized in their own sequential playlist for easy listening. Just go to youtube.com and search for Gauntlet RPG.